All right, let's do some boxes in 3-point perspective. This is a perspective that tends to have more drama to it. You're looking up at something or you're looking down from a height or something like that. So I'm going to put my eye level a little higher on the page here so I can have this sense of downward, like falling downward. You see this a lot in graphic novels. You see it a lot in comic books. It's kind of a dramatic perspective. So I have vanishing point 1, vanishing point 2. I also have vanishing point 3 now, but it's way down off the page. It's far away. If I put it on the page, it's going to distort my boxes so much that they're going to look unbelievable and ridiculous. So how am I going to get that vanishing point? How am I going to refer to that vanishing point? It's way off the page. Well, I'm going to put a vertical, and then I'm going to use my imagination at this point. Somewhere down off the page very far, there's a point that diagonal line runs to. And there's also one that this diagonal line runs to. And then I'm just going to try and split the difference between the vertical line in the center and that edge that I just made, or that line I just made, maybe something like that. There are more precise ways to do this. This is just to give us an idea of what 3-point perspective looks like. If I were to do a full drawing in this perspective, I might map things out more carefully if I wanted there to be really consistent and really precise perspective throughout. You can see now that instead of verticals, like in 2-point perspective, every vertical line was a true vertical. In 3-point perspective, every vertical edge recedes to that third vanishing point down far away. So it's just exactly, I'm drawing this just exactly like a 2-point perspective drawing, making my quote unquote vertical, sending that back to the vanishing points. But now whatever I decide is like the back edge of this, instead of being perfectly vertical, it slants now towards that third vanishing point and this other back edge. Add some darker lines. I like flicking the lines from the corner. Maybe helps it have a little bit more interest. Do some cleanup. I'm not being super careful with the cleanup here. It's just practice. We'll add another box behind that one. The vertical edges all tilt inwards towards that third vanishing point. Deal with the overlap there so that it looks like it's passing behind the other box. And I think I'll add some texture to these, to add some textural marks that head back towards those vanishing points. You can see in this perspective, there's a little more feeling of downward pull. That's the point of 3-point perspective. And you can do the same thing upward. In fact, if I turned this image upside down, it would look like 2 boxes floating in the air, dramatically swooping away from me.